Hi friends, we're doing something a little bit different today. Instead of a painting, drawing video, we're gonna do something a little more crafty. I'm gonna show you how I made this necklace. Just to preface, just to be clear, this is not a tutorial. I'm just telling you how I made this necklace. I do not sell these. This is not a part of my business. This is just a random side hobby that I like. In fact, most of these things I have gathered over years. You're gonna see me pull out this one. You're gonna see me pull out this one storage box that looks old. That's because it is old. I mean, like probably like 8-9 years old. It has like decorative washi tape that's coming off. It's old. I don't know where everything is from. I will list it if I do know it, but that's my preface. For the record, I'm going to list everything in the description, so you can just copy and paste the things that I have if you want to look it up. But always do your own research. Like I said, this is not a tutorial. The first thing I'm doing is picking out the hardware for the ends of the bracelet, so I'm getting 2 crimp beads and some toggle clasps. This is what they look like. The crimp beads are literally a tube. You can see me trying to show you here. Next thing you're gonna do is grab your bead stringing wire. Get the end of it, put the crimp bead on, and then you put one end of the toggle clasp. Doesn't matter which side, just pick one. And then you string it back through the crimp bead. Make sure you pull it nice and tight. You can see me kind of tugging on it here. This is what you should be looking like. Next, I'm going to take my fancy pliers. Once again, will be listed in the description, and you just kind of pinch it down. It's got some divots in it that help with this specifically. You can kind of see it's now crimped in a curve. So now I can pinch it again and it will fold over if you can get the angle right. Here you can see I'm struggling with it. Like I said, I'm not an expert. And this is what we're working with. Next, I'm going to take my fancy little wire cutters, cut off the excess, but leave a little bit of a tail. We're going to stick that into the beads later once we start stringing them on. Here you can start to see my random eclectic collection of beads that I've gathered over the years. And this is also where you can tell that I do not have fancy equipment to make these things. Usually people have this like fancy bead tray where you can arrange everything very nicely. You can make a cute little pattern, a design. I don't have that. So we are using my fingers to come up with something. You can see me go back and forth on this a couple of times, and I kind of show you the patterns I'm thinking about and the colors I'm thinking about. But this takes me a good bit to figure out and decide. So I kind of skip ahead, and this is what I decided to work on. And then it's really nothing special. I just keep adding the beads on in the pattern that I chose. It's very summery, very beach, coastal type of thing. I love it. If you know me, you know I love the ocean. I am very much itching for it to be summer right now. It's currently snowing outside as I'm recording this. Here we have gotten to the end of the necklace. Yay, it's super cute. I'm very excited about it, and I'm going to show you how I finish it. It's going to be vaguely the same as when we started the necklace, so we're going to take that second crimp bead that we got and put it on, and then we're going to take the other end of the toggle clasp and put it on after that, and do the same exact thing, looping it through the crimp bead again. Although this time, we are also going to be putting it through the last two beads. I'm going to try to zoom in here so you can see what I'm saying, but we're going to thread it through those and pull it tight. So again, you can see me kind of messing with it here, and I kind of wrap my fingers around it so it'll stay taut, and that's what you should end up with. Gonna do the crimp pliers again, do the same exact thing as before. Again, gotta hold it real tight because this is wire, so if it gets loose, it's gonna have a little bump in it in a place you don't want it to have a bump. So we're gonna fold it over again, pinch it down, close it off, and then once that's nice and tight, we're gonna take the excess and chop that off too. And then the tail is tucked nicely in the beads. And there we go. That's our necklace. Let me know what you think. Also thought maybe I would show you some of the other necklaces I've made lately. I love them. I'm gonna make a few more probably. I have some pink and purple beads that I really want to use. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you like this necklace. I was thinking about doing some anklets. I'm not one for bracelets because I'm a painter, so like having stuff like dangling off my hands on the daily is not my thing. So I like necklaces like this that don't get in the way, and I like anklets. So if you want to see some more, let me know. Thanks for watching.